Happy Tuesday morning and first day of spring quarter to everyone. I hope your morning's starting out well. Okay, IT 301, spring 2022. Here's what you need to do to set yourself up for success for the entire quarter. One, dive into this course introduction. Take a look at the course intro, but specifically I want you to pay attention to writing expectations for this class. You do a bit of writing and it's in memo format. For those of you that have taken ITAM classes already, this is familiar to you. For those that haven't, please take a look in there. And the expectation is 300 level writing. So if you need help with your writing, there is help available through the Writing Center. So tap into those resources. They're there for you. And that memo format is really important. On your very first writing assignment, which is due April 7th, next week, on your normal assignment due date, which for this class will be oops, I did not want to do that. Oh my gosh, really? Okay, I can do this. So for this class, it will be on Thursdays. Let me clear all these out. I don't need any of those except your class. There we go. Okay, so IT 301, you have your first assignments due today, right? So on the first day of the quarter and the last day of the quarter, you're going to have assignments due. But outside of that, all of your assignments will be due on Thursdays every week. So you know every week by end of day Thursdays, my IT 301 assignments are due, with the exception of the first day of the quarter. Today, I'll talk about those. And the last day of the quarter, which we don't need to worry about that in week 10, your last set of assignments. Other than that, every week on Thursdays, your assignments are due. So your first set of regular assignments are not due until next Thursday. You have some time. So today, here's what I need you to do. Let's go back to, I'm going to close that. I'm going to close that. And so I'm going to go to the intro module. The first thing you need to do is get set up at Cengage. You don't have to buy the book. It's already been bought for you. You already have access. All you have to do is click say on this assignment, which is due today. So you could knock it out right now if you wanted, because that's a task that you need to do before you do that assignment telling me you're ready for the quarter. So I've just clicked on it. If you haven't registered yet, it's really quick. You'll enter your email, you'll be ready to go, and then it's going to bring you right to that assignment. So click on any of the assignment links and you'll get set up at Cengage. And I see several students, I'm not going to open the grade book, I see several students have already done this. So I know it's working and it's ready to go for you. So that's how you get set up at Cengage, and that's how you can do that pre-course assessment, which is due by end of day today. And don't stress. It does not count toward your grade. I know a lot of students are like, oh my gosh, I got a terrible grade on that pre-course assessment. In the grade book, it does not count toward your class grade. You do a pre-course assessment on the first day of the quarter, and then on the last day of the quarter, you do a post-course assessment. That one also does not count toward your class grade. It's just telling me where you were at the beginning of the quarter and then where you will be at the end of the quarter. Easy breezy. But I need you to knock that out today. Then I want you to look at the syllabi page, of course, and you can do this in any order. These are specific things for classes I teach, okay, on the course syllabi page. So read through that. I'm here to help. If you're on campus and you're just taking this online, that's fine. You can come to my office hours on campus. I'd love to see you and meet with you. Or for online classes, I'm happy to meet with you by appointment. To communicate with me, use Canvas messaging. Best way to communicate with me for class-related stuff. So please use Canvas messaging to communicate with me. Module format, if you're an ITAMer, you know that's how our courses are set up. Just follow the modules and you're going to be good to go. You're not going to miss any assignments. The other tool that is good to use is the calendar, because that tells you when things are due. So that's a good one to have also. But follow the modules and you're going to be good. Late work policy for Dr. D's classes. I don't accept late work. Here's why. 2 reasons. 1, everything is available for you to do now for the entire quarter. I don't lock things down. So you do the initial assignments, you do each weekly assignment, and let's say in this week of April 21st where you have an assignment due, you're not going to be here for whatever reason, or you're not going to be available, work ahead, knock it out, not a problem. The other thing is my boss wants me showing up on work on time and wants me getting my classes ready on time. That's just preparing for you as a professional. It's going to be the same thing in the professional world. You're going to be expected to be prompt and on time. But the main reason is everything's available from day one. There you go. Now, also click here, right here, to read the full syllabi, because that has university-specific information that I'm required to have on the syllabi. It tells you how many points in the class and all that good stuff. So you're required to read that also. Now, so going back to the modules, what else do I need you to do? Just look through the modules so you know what's lying ahead for you. Once you've done that, you've completed reading through the modules, reading the syllabi, you're set up at Cengage, and you've done the pre-course assessment, then you can do this intro assignment. And it's simple. You're just going to submit it saying, I have read the syllabi? Yes. I have registered for the coursework to be completed at Cengage? Yes. I have reviewed Canvas and understand what is on the course site and in the module section? Yes. That's it. It's a yes or no whether you did it, and don't do it unless you've actually done those things. Simple intro assignments. That is due today. Those things, meaning your pre-course assessment and that intro assignment, are due by end of day today. Then for this class, you can start reading chapter 1 in Kiampa. And again, just click on the link. Once you're registered, it's going to take you right over to the ebook. There's 6 short chapters in the text. It's a good little book, good information if you're really new to the IT world. So you're going to read the chapter, and I always click here. I like this list style. So you read the chapter. You can do any of these labs. They're really cool. They're good information applying the concepts. Then you can study. You can review the chapter, say, next week. You read it this week, and then, say, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, you want to review it before you take the quiz that's associated with that chapter. So each time you have a chapter out of the book, that's what you're going to do, and it's the same for everyone. Then, for your first set of regular assignments, which are due next Thursday, so you have time, you may or may not have a writing assignment associated with it. For this first set of assignments, you do. So please make sure it's going to come up again here on your first writing assignment, just as a reminder, because it's up here too, talking about the writing for this class, that you understand the memo format. Okay, different writing style. There's only one writing assignment in this entire class that you're going to do APA style, and that is your research paper in week 10. All other assignments are memo format, and you can literally take this template I give you, you can download it, which I clicked preview, okay, here it is, but you can download it and you can use that as your template. So I'm going to open it here in Word, it's going to pop up, and then you can change this generic template to use for your assignments. You can take this and you put your, to Dr. David Douglas from Joe Smith. Put the current date, of course, and then what the subject is. For this first one, it is going to be IT Ethics Assignment 1. You could put that. I'd be fine with that. Or you could put reflection on Lessig's book titled Code. So read this one. You're going to read pages 120 to 137 from this book that I give you. So you just click on that link, and then you're going to write the paper on that. And it says here, your final product should be about 2 pages and is expected to be a 300 level paper, meaning I should be able to read it. It should be readable. It should have minimal grammar and spelling errors. And then, what are you going to write about? I tell you in each of the assignments. So here it is, really simple. From the reading, explain the basic elements of Lessig's framework, market, law, architecture, and norms in an organized fashion. I do want to say this. It should be in your own words. Don't copy and paste information from the reading. I want to hear in your words what you learned. That's key with writing. So I go back over to my Word document and organized fashion, meaning, so this just tells you how to do memo format, but if you're using this as your template, you've gone File, Save As, Lessig's Law Assignment, right? And then you're saving it to a good place where you save your files. Just for purposes of this, I'll save it there. So then I've saved it, so now I can put in here Dr. David Douglas, Joe Smith, right? And you get it, put the date. And then, look, an intro, you talk about just a brief introduction on what you're going to write about. I'm going to give a reflection on my learning from the Lessig's Law writing, however you word that. And then I ask you to write about 4 different areas: law, code, norms, right? You see what I'm doing here? Architecture. Now I'm going to chop that up. Let's see if I get it right. I think I did. That's an organized fashion, and then write about it. And I expect about 2 pages of text. Couple things with memo format. 1, make sure you have the format itself right, and it's single spaced. I know you're not used to that because you're used to APA. So when I say 2 pages, it's 2 pages of single space, not double space. Follow that template and you're going to be in good shape for all of your writing assignments. So I'm going to go back over here. Then the last thing I'm going to talk about, and then I'm going to be quiet because this is way too long of a video. You have, I think, 4 or 5 discussion boards throughout the course. You need to ensure that you post your initial article and discussion in the assignment 1 week prior to the date. So this is your notice that you need to post your initial article in this one before end of day Thursday this week, and then by the due date, interact with your peers. Now, in each module, it'll look pretty similar. You will either have 2 assignments related to the chapter and some type of writing, or you'll just have 1 writing assignment or 1 chapter assignment and the discussion board that happens every other week. That's how it looks throughout the quarter. So that's enough for this one. That gives you enough information to get set up for success for the quarter. Please do that by end of day today.